Hi, welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. My name is Laura. I've been requested to give my name, so there you go. So I'm Laura with Anxiety Art Adventures, and today I am working in Imagimorphia, the UK version, and I am going to just work on some washes on the main sections with watercolor and also with Neo 2s. That way I can go back later and fill in the bits with whatever I want, but I want to go ahead and get some of the main components done in this book, because my goal for 2017 is to finish this book so that I can start on Anamorphia. And I have, just so you guys know, I have ordered a ton of new coloring books like a dum-dum. So I'm supposed to get them on Monday. So I might show you guys those on Tuesday, not sure. We will see. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the train. I'm just going to do the train part and then move on to the next page. So I am using my Kuretake watercolors. And what I do, because I feel like you get more color, is I actually use my Zig Detailer water brush. And I actually put it directly into the watercolor pan and then to the paper. A lot of people don't do that. You can also put it in the top of, a plastic lid or in the top of your Neo 2 lid and do it that way. I find that if I do it this way, I don't have to keep going back over it once it's dry with another color. And like I said, I'm only using this as a wash. So it doesn't matter to me if it's, not really, really bright, because I'm going to go back over it and shade it with colored pencils anyway. So, yeah, you better start saving up, Tremas, because I have ordered some books. I'm still torn on whether or not to, let me move this out of the way. I'm still torn on whether or not to get the Magical Delights book for $28 on Amazon. It is out of stock. They're saying it won't be in stock until March the 2nd now, but who knows. Okay, so these are my colors, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do the train. I want to do it a dark blue because the background I'm going to do a gray. Probably will use acrylic paint for the background, not sure. I've been playing with watercolors in the background as well as my Neo 2s in the background. It really wrinkles the page though, so I don't mind it that much, but the problem is it makes the other side hard to color when you use watercolor on the background. So okay, so I think I'm going to use, I don't know if you guys can see, and it's really bright today, so I apologize. I was choosing between these two colors. And I think I'm going to go with the deep blue because it's more of like an irony, dark. It's got more gray in it. So I think I'm going to use that color. Okay, so what I do is, and you want to make sure, I always test it on my hand. I know I'm a weirdo. See how much water is on the brush. You want to make sure it's not too wet. Okay, and I have to remember where this is. So blue. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I always take the pan out that I'm working with so that I don't get confused, and just leave it up here on the page. All right, so, okay. So, and I'm just going to, and I could use a bigger brush, like a bigger paintbrush, but I love my Zig Detailer, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to go over all of it because it's watercolor. It doesn't matter because you're still going to be able to see the lines. So yeah, so this is what I am working on. What is everybody else working on today? I also haven't seen the train done in a blue. If you guys have, let me know, but I haven't seen that. So I've seen a lot of reds and grays, and I think I saw a green. All right, see, now I don't have enough water. Yeah, so I was trying to do, you know me, I like to try and do some different stuff. So yeah. And like I said, the way I do it is not for everybody, but this is how I do it. So you can do it this way or not do it this way, however you guys feel comfortable doing it. But this is how I like to do it. It will wrinkle your page. I don't mind it too much, just on the main components. But I don't want it on the whole page. And I'll give you an example of that in a minute. I'll show you what happened when I used watercolor on a main page. So you're learning to cut stencils on Cameo. Nice, Carol. I do. I have the spray mist, which, I mean, yeah, I can use that if you want me to do that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. There we go. Sprayed. You should do that ahead of time. I didn't really think about it, to be honest with you. When you don't do that, I see that you tend to get a brighter color. But it can put, dents in your pans, and, some people are weird about that. So, and I'm just going over the whole thing. Colored pencil goes beautifully over watercolor. The watercolor adds a little bit of tooth to the page, makes it a little bit rough. Not as rough as acrylic wash, which I saw was really tearing up my pencils, my Prismacolors. So I moved from acrylic washes to watercolor washes, and it doesn't eat up my pencil nearly as bad as the acrylic wash. It's not to say that I won't use that. I'm not going to use it in this book right now. So yeah. Hey, Ange. Working on your channel video, filming and organizing. Awesome. Hey guys. Just doing some watercolor washes in my Imagimorphia. So when I take my book with me on my trip, I'll be able to just play around with some colored pencils. Sorry if you hear my cat in the background. She decided this is a good time to use her potty. So sorry about that. If you can hear her. And I don't care if I go over a little bit outside of the lines, because like I said, the background will probably be acrylic paint, and the acrylic paint will just go right over it. So there we go. So yeah, Ange, what are you doing? Are you just taking a break from work, or are you working while you listen? Hey, Terry. Oh, I didn't say...
I'm listening.
No, I didn't say Siri. Go away. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. My British Siri man. So yeah, I'm not being real careful. I'm not, like I said, just a wash, just to cover up some white space. That is all. Okay. So. Oh, Ange is very busy. Okay. Well, let's not bother Miss Ange while she's working, but I appreciate the fact that she's here. And Ange, I know I told you yesterday, but I'm really glad that your results came back the way they did. So, all right. The rest of the stuff, I'm not sure yet what color I'm going to do. I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing the main component because when I do that, it kind of gives me some thought for the rest of the page. Once I add one color to the page. I forgot where I was. There I am. So yeah. So I know Carol comes on today, I think. Not Carol, I'm sorry. Barb. Barb comes on. Heat gun. Sorry, guys. Since you're leaving. No, not yet, because Mitch, what I've done is in our spare bedroom is where I'm keeping all of our suitcases and stuff. So what I do is I put them outside and then I start putting excuse me, a few things in the suitcase at a time. So they haven't seen the suitcases yet. Once they do, then yeah, they'll freak out. Sorry, I was drinking some coffee. All right. So my plan for this page, original plan from a long time ago, was to make the bird a purple and then have the background be a like a green color. I wanted this to be a happy, cheerful page with all the butterflies. So I wanted to do like purples and greens on this page. So I think I am going to stick to purple on the bird. I'm not sure about the background, but I am going to stick with purple. So yes, big relief, Ange. Big, big relief. I agree. All right, so now let's see. Okay, now the purples in my watercolor set, I only have 2 purples. They're the deep violet and a purple. These are too dark for me, for this bird. So I am going to put these to the side and look at my Neocolor 2s. And this has been what I do. I just kind of go back and forth between the watercolor and the Neo 2s. So I have too much stuff on my desk. Way too much stuff. Okay. Excuse me. Got something in my throat. Okay. So here's my top tray of Neocolor 2s. Hey, Emma. Excuse me. So these are the colors we have to choose from. I have got periwinkle blue. I've got a mauve, which is actually very pretty. I think I'm probably going to use that one. That one's got some red tone to it, which I still think is hilarious that they call this mauve, but because here in the U.S. mauve is a pinky, kind of a pinky rose color. Okay, so here's what I do. I know a lot of you guys don't like this, but I use it as a crayon. And I just color, and then I put water to the page. That's just how I do it. So, and I do a very light coat of the purple. And I always try to use, light pressure with these. Just because if you don't, it can get kind of difficult with the water brush to get the lines out. So I start with a light, ooh, I went over that cloud, that's okay. A light coat. Emma, I looked for your video on YouTube and I didn't see it since I missed it yesterday. Where is it? Unless you put it up there today. was trying to catch up on some videos last night. She wouldn't put me on loudspeaker and let me talk to the troll. Oh, I know. I want to talk to that troll too. That lady is not nice. And the lady at Ange's office, if you guys haven't been following, she's been kind of rude to Ange. Well, not kind of. She has been rude to Ange. So this kind of takes me back to my childhood a little bit, using crayons. It's kind of cool, where you can just scribble around with a crayon. And at first I didn't want to use these this way because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to wear it down. But I can replace them on Blick Art individually, so I'm going to use them. Can't take them with you. So yeah. So this may be kind of boring, and I apologize, but this was my plan to get this done over this weekend if I can. And that way I don't have to worry about taking all this stuff with me, because I mean the Neo 2s are heavy. Even the smaller tin, because it's in metal, you know, it is heavy. And what we're doing, my husband thinks I'm crazy. We've got 2 large suitcases, which we're going to check. We'll check those so that they go, you know, under the plane. And then we're going to have 2 carry-ons. Well, one carry-on Adam's going to take care of is all of our electronics, you know, like our iPads and Kindles and all that stuff. And then a bathing suit for each of us, so that if we get to the resort and our luggage isn't there or whatever, we can at least have a bathing suit and get in the pool. We won't have our sunscreen because that'll be, you know, on our checked luggage, so we'll both fry, but we'll have fun doing it. Anyway, so that's one carry-on bag, and then the other carry-on bag is going to be all of my art stuff. We are going to the Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. So yeah, hey Christy. We're going to be there for a week. So super excited about that. So now it's getting into crunch time. I'm trying to make sure we have everything we need, and gonna start packing stuff this weekend, like really packing stuff. Yeah, I gotta make all my lists. I'm very list oriented, so I make lists and check them off. And what's cool is that Google has a feature that you can share lists with, you know, one of your Google friends. So Adam and I can share a list, so he can get some stuff done and I can get some stuff done. I do like writing down lists too. I do that quite a bit, actually. I ordered that journal that Janet has, the one with the grid paper where she writes everything down daily. I went ahead and ordered that. I think that might be a good gateway for me to play a little bit with washi tape, with some, you know, with my Neo 2s, and maybe drawing a little bit, trying to draw like what she did with some flowers. So just something to start with. And you know what? Worst case scenario, I don't like it, then I don't have to do it. But yeah, this book has been really the bane of my existence. I really want to get this book finished. Don't get me wrong, I love this book. I love Kirby Rosanis, which I found out to pronounce his last name is Rosanis. I watched a video of his and he pronounced his name that way. Love this book, love his artwork. It's just, it gets very overwhelming with something that spans across 2 pages like this and takes this long. It does get overwhelming. And sometimes you just need to work on something different. So, and I'm not looking to put this up in a museum, guys. I'm just looking to have fun with it. I will tell you, about 3 months ago, I would try to make everything in this book perfect, but I've kind of moved past that with all the coloring books that I have now. So, yeah. Actually, Emma, if anybody wants to send me their address, you need to do it in the next week. What I'm going to do, which I thought would be fun, is, and I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm going to take Kirby Rosanna's, the Imagimorphia postcards. I'm going to take those with me, and maybe I can work on those a little bit and send those out to people. Not promising, but yeah, maybe. maybe. I will say I am not going to, I'll take pictures, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to post any pictures while we're gone. I'm kind of weird about that. So, yeah, I'll post all the pictures when we get back. Okay, I can't decide on these little things. I guess they should be purple because they're coming off the wings up here. Yeah, whatever. And like I said, guys, this is just for a wash, so all of this is going to be filled in with colored pencil. Anyway. So yeah. I was thinking of the wand up the nose trick. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys are a trip. Okay. This is starting to get, I might have to use my actual brush because this is starting to get tiny. So anyway, let's just work on this first. Oh, here comes motorcycle guy. Sorry if you guys hear that. All right, I gotta turn the page a little bit. Oh, this is pretty color. Very pretty. I gotta keep an eye on the time, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's kind of a real pretty reddish, light reddish purple. It's hard to see with the how bright it is in here, so I apologize. Yeah, I was hoping Dee Dee was going to stream this morning, but she wasn't on when I got up. So I hope she's having fun, whatever she's doing. I'm not looking at chat right now, guys. Sorry. Trying to get the water on the page. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, little bookworm. Just working on some washes. Oh, I hate it when the image goes into the bind of the book. But if it doesn't, then I guess the image would look weird. So. Get a little more water. And if for some reason you get too much water on the page, all you got to do, I just take my my paper towel and dab. I'm pretty impressed though with the Neos and the Kuretake watercolors. Haven't had a problem with it going through to the other side of the page. Because you guys know I'm a heavy hand, and that with coloring and with water, so I'm kind of surprised that it hasn't ruined stuff on the other side, which nothing really can get ruined. You can always paint over stuff, which I use my white Posca pen to do that. That works pretty well. So it's a little damp right there. So yeah, this is what I'm doing, just, you know, some washes. I don't know what Jess is doing today. Well, hello, Kitty. Kitty's in here hanging out. The dogs are outside because it's a gorgeous 70 degrees outside right now at 11:22 in the morning. I wish I could transfer the warmth to everybody. Yep, not going through, so that's good. And to be honest, I probably should use a larger water brush, but when you get to these little teeny spaces, it's easier just to have the smaller one. And I haven't gotten used to the feel of the different water brushes yet. I need to play with those. They're not in my color book. They definitely have a different feel than the detailer. Not as much control. The bristles aren't as stiff as with the detailer. I mean, I could use a regular paintbrush, I guess, but then I'd have to have a cup of water and risk spilling it, which I've done many times, guys. Yeah, that's not fun. Not fun. You know what's funny? This this color on the bird almost matches my fingernail polish that I need to redo. So yep, gonna go get my hair done. Well, cut. Trying to grow it out a little bit. I have very short hair and have for many years. And my mom has asked if I would try to grow it out because she loved it when it was really long. And she said, just one more time, I'd like to see you with long hair. So I'm gonna give it the old college try and see if I can deal with it. So we'll see. It's been about, I don't know, 3 months of me trying now, and I can actually tuck my hair a little bit behind my ears, so that's a first, because I usually shave the back of my head and then fade it up into the top, because I can't stand having stuff on my neck. Drives me batty. But yeah, it's 12 degrees there, Shells. Oh my goodness. Yep, Suzanne, I am 72 now. 73 where Ange is. Yeah, check that out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look, down at the bottom. 72. 72. Woohoo, I'll take it. Oh, y'all should have heard me yesterday. And I'm just random chatting right now, guys. But my I think I told Ange this, or maybe I told you guys this. Anyway, the emblem, there's like a little plastic emblem in the middle of each of my tires on my car. And apparently I must have run over a pothole or something, but the emblem on my front left tire came off. I don't see it anywhere. I've looked. It had to have come off while I was driving. So anyway, so I called the dealership and said, hey, I want to order the part, make sure it's in stock, and then can I just come in and have you guys just pop it on? I mean, it's just a plastic, ooh, I just got lots of shade. Hold on, need a little bit of light. It's just a plastic emblem, and I was like, can you guys just have me pull in, I'll pay for the part, just pop the thing on, and I can keep going. Because keep in mind, the dealership is it's a good 30 to 45 minutes for me to get to the dealership. And they were like, no, you have to schedule an appointment, and it's gonna take an hour. I said, you are kidding me, right? Is this like an early April Fool's joke? That's exactly what I told the girl. I felt really bad for her because I was being kind of cranky. But I was like, are you kidding? Is this an early April Fool's joke for you to put a plastic emblem in the middle of my tire? I have to schedule an appointment and then wait an hour, which, no offense, but an hour at the dealership can turn into 3 hours. Nobody's got time for that. I don't have time for that. I'm busy. So anyway, I went and saw my mom yesterday, and she was like, oh, but that can be good. You can take a coloring book and just hang out in the waiting area. I was like, yeah, I guess, but that really isn't necessary for an emblem in the middle of my tire, So, yeah. Wasn't real happy about that. Well, now the sun went away. You can kind of see how vibrant that color is. It's actually really pretty. And what's nice is I've got a good range of Prismacolor pencils that I can use over this bird. And polychromos, but I think I'm going to use Prismas in this book. I'm kind of saving my polychromos for the nicer books, like the Hannah Carlson books or the Magical Delights book, whenever I take a crazy pill and decide to pay $28 on Amazon for it. I just can't get past that right now. I've never paid $28 for a coloring book. I've paid $20 on that Book of Beasts, but not $28. And then I've got to pay, well, no, I don't have to pay shipping because it's Prime, but still. Hard to take. $28. Just my opinion. Okay. So, time is 11:30. Okay. Gotta keep an eye on that. Now I'm gonna take the color off the end of the Neo 2 because I'm getting into some smaller areas. So it's easier to do it this way when you get into teeny tiny areas. So yep, like I said, kind of boring sitting here watching paint dry, but this is a great way though, guys, to fill up space on a page, is to do a watercolor wash. Covers up so much white space, which is great. Or a Neo 2 wash, excuse me. Either or. and it doesn't go through the page. The pencils go over it beautifully. It's great. Here comes motorcycle guy, sorry. Oh, he was actually kind of quiet that time. It's a great day to ride a motorcycle though, that's for sure. And then someone else is trying to cut down a tree, so. Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm not really paying much attention. I'm trying to knock this out. I guess the little clouds attached to the bird, I'm going to do purple, different shades of purple. Oh, no, there's that section up here. It's like always when you think you're done. Oh, here comes the sun again. Always when you think you're done with something on one of Kirby's pages, it's like, boom, there's something else. Am I the only one to notice that? It's like you think, oh yeah, I'm finished. No, I'm not. Well, dag nabbit. Oh my gosh, my husband was like, "Are you gonna stream while you're in while you're on vacation?" I'm like, "No." Can you imagine? I have to take my laptop. I'd have to take my camera, all that stuff. No. No, no, no. I do need to get. I'm gonna see if Jess wants to take my spot. Next Tuesday, not this upcoming Tuesday, but next Tuesday. So yeah, or somebody, because it will be open. Maybe Carol wants to take her spot back for the day. Feel free. Oh, you keep seeing my head, don't you? I'm sorry. I have the camera up higher than I normally do because I wanted you guys to see the full image. Okay, now I gotta get down in the bond. Always the hardest is getting down in here in the bind of the book. Okay, I think that's probably good enough for now. So now I've got a little bit of a wash on the bird. Can't pay $20. Buy it. It's the price of 2 movie tickets and way more hours of entertainment. Yeah, see, I'm the same way, Terry. I'm going to wait and see if the price comes down. I think right now the price is jacked up on Magical Delights because everybody wants it. Nobody can get it, so the demand is pushing that price. So I think once everybody gets it, I think the price will drop. That's my opinion, just my opinion. Like you need another coloring book. Yeah, like I need another one too. Yeah. Okay, no problem, Carol. Just wanted to throw that out there. Hey, Karen. Yeah, I've got my dragons book too. I need to, yeah. All right, so let me just hit this with the hairdryer real quick. So heat gun. of heat gun. I think I need to start saying hair dryer. Okay, so we've got a wash on the bird. That's good enough for me to get started with some color combos with pencils and what have you. Okay, not gonna work on the skulls. Okay, the boats. Well, let me flip through. I did this one last night. The gorilla. I used Neo 2s. I used Van Dyke Brown Neo 2 for the first layer. And then the second layer, I used my Kuretake watercolors. I used the dark brown. So I kind of mixed the two to make it a little bit darker. And then his face, I used actually a really watered down black watercolor. So I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of faded, but, and then this, I used, I don't know if you guys can see that. The caterpillar, I did my clean color brushes. I am testing some stuff out with blending the dark and light colors. The problem is I don't have enough of the water brushes to do it with. I need to get a larger set. So that's another $100 and some. So yeah. Oh yeah, well I'm still gonna, this is just the wash, so I'm still gonna shade him with colored pencils, but thanks. Thank you. So this, like I said, just base layers. Yeah, we have all seen that page. Okay, here's the page that I did the background in. Y'all really aren't going to be able to see this because of how bright it is. I did the background of this one in all watercolor. And I don't know if you guys can see, but there are a lot of ripples through the page. And the ripples came through really bad on the other side. So now when I paint this, it probably won't be as bad because I'm using acrylic paint on this page. But I probably am not going to do a watercolor wash on a background again. So, yay! Emma put her stuff on YouTube. Okay, good. So when I get back from my hair appointment today, I can start watching. I need to watch Emma's. I need to watch Book Nester. Jen with Reading with Pugs. I've been watching some of hers. Yeah, I've got a bunch of videos to look at. So, all right, this page is gorgeous, but this one I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use watercolors on these or if I'm actually going to color pencil these. I'm not sure yet. So that page, undecided. Still working on these. This was just a test with watercolor and a couple of, orange pencils. Just playing around. Haven't decided on this one. The tree. This is my favorite. I want to start this so badly, but this is one of my favorite images in this book. And I saw what Elizabeth did with it. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm very undecided on this page. I don't know if I want to do watercolor, if I want to do all of it in colored pencil. I don't know. So we're not touching this page yet. The deer, this I'm not touching. Okay, here's a good example of this page. I used the clean color water brushes, and it went through the page really bad. I think I showed this to you guys, but anyway, you can see where it went through the page. So now I've got to take a white paint pen and try to go over that and cover that up. So that's another project. The shark I've done. Hey CB. Okay, so I started using Neo 2s on the robot, and instead of making it a metal look, because a lot of people do that, I figured I'd just do something different. I'm just going to use purple and green Neo 2s over here, and then this one's going to be orange and aqua Neo 2s. And then have a universal background and have these two, because they're going to fight each other, it looks like. So anyway, that's something else I got to work on. Haven't started on these. Don't know about this page either yet. I did do this. I just need to do the background and work a little bit more with pencil on these. Still working with pencil on this. Okay, that page. I don't really like this page, to be honest with you. I don't know why. It just doesn't call to me. This page I probably won't do because I already took a lot of time and did the front page. So probably not gonna do that page. Or if I do, I might do it in like that really light cornflower blue, because he's supposed to be an ice leopard. Who knows? I'm just kind of flipping through now for you guys. This is all gel pen right now. Just doing the little bits with gel pen. Oh, the camel. Yeah, I want to do the camel. That was what I wanted to do. All right, let me take my paper. And I'll probably be able to do the camel, and then I gotta head out, guys. But I can at least start on Mr. Camel. And what I'm gonna do with the camel, I am gonna use the light brown watercolor up here of the Kuretake. So. All right, let me pull the pan out and spray it. Just a lot easier to pull the pan out, guys. All right, sprayed it twice. Got my water brush. So yeah, oh, see? Now the sun went down again. It's ridiculous. All right, so I'm just gonna do a light watercolor wash over the camel. So yeah, nothing detailed and crazy today, just the washes. So I hope everybody's gonna have a nice Friday. I'm gonna go see my awesome hairstylist, and he is going to make my hair look beautiful, at least, right? Not much you can do with the rest of me, but make my hair look good. And then come home and are you gonna stream tonight, Sugar? I know you're busy, so if you can just nod your head yes or no. And then what I'm going to do is, since the camel is going to be this light brown color, the sand down here, I think I'm going to do it, I'm not sure yet, but I think it's going to be a little bit darker. And I haven't decided if, excuse me, if this is going to be during the day or a at night picture. Thought it would be kind of cool to make it at night with dark blue and have, you know, paint splatter stars. I thought that might be kind of neat. But it would also look pretty with a really bright blue or a pinky orange background for like a dusk type thing. All kinds of things you can do. And there's Motorcycle Guy. He must be really having fun going around the neighborhood. So yeah. I know, it does look like the camel is thinking. Well, it's starting to dry out a little bit. Let me spray it again. Okay, there we go. So let's see. Yeah, you are? Well, why are you... Wait, you are streaming? You say you're streaming, but then there's a frowny face. Yeah, I thought about an at night background with like a pretty dark blue. Might even do a black. Who knows? The black would definitely make this pop for sure. I don't want to do all of my backgrounds in black though, so I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. Trying. Yeah. And then I need to look at a picture of a camel because I don't remember seeing a camel with a mane. So I need to see, a reference photo. I probably should have done that ahead of time, but I know the basic color of a camel. It's not an exact reproduction of a camel here, but I at least want to see what a mane of a camel looks like because I've never seen one. Have you guys? I would imagine it would probably be a dark color. Or a darker, like the same color and then fade into like a black, maybe. I did look up fox pictures because I started that fox last night in here. And yeah, the red fox, their ears are black around the outside, which is really cool looking. Excuse me. So yeah. Alright, so I got a little heavy-handed there. That one went through a little bit. That's okay. See, I'm just not letting it bug me. Just not letting it bother me at all. So yeah, just color washing and chat. That's a little wet. Yeah, I need to pay a little bit of attention to that. Hey kitty, let's not do that. Nope. Don't need to hear that. It is not bath time, kitty. She thinks it is. It's so funny. She'll be the other side of the house, hear me come in here and start streaming, and then she has to come in here and lay down and start bath time. It's like, really? I appreciate you want to be near me, but no. All right, let me dry this a little bit. It's a little too wet. So, yeah, oh yeah, I love my paper towel. I have 2 of them. They're very colorful. I don't throw them away. I should, but I don't. I just keep using them because they're pretty in a way. A weird kind of way. All right, hair dryer time. So mute it if you need to. stop with that. Oh yeah, see, it went through big time over here. Ooh, got a little heavy on that. But you know what's good is this will dry. I don't know if you guys can see it, how it went through. You can kind of see the brown, maybe. You guys probably can't see it, but it went through a little bit. Usually when this dries, it fades pretty well, so I'm not worried about it. A colored pencil can cover that up, no problem. So, but that'll give you an idea of the start of the wash for the camel. Let's see, what else have I done in here? Okay, so it's more just like the darker, longer hair on its back. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. I saw an awesome picture of this on YouTube. Was it YouTube? Or was it Google Images? Anyway, it was, this whole side was like a blue, gray mech look. And then this side was a real pretty brown and pinks. It was gorgeous. I can't remember who did it, but it was really pretty. Oh, and I was playing around with watercolors last night on this too. Just playing with the colors to see what they're going to look like on the page. I figured that would be a good page to do it because this is just leaves that you can draw in, and I'm not going to draw, so. And there's the fox I started. So I did just a watercolor wash of the brown right here. I did one layer, let it dry, and now I'm starting to go over some of the darker areas with the watercolor. So yeah. Hey Tammy. Hello. So yeah, I worked on this last night in the gorilla. So making some progress. So yeah. And then I was playing with my Zig watercolor brushes with blending light and dark colors. And yeah, it went through. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a dark spot there. So gonna have to white Posca pen that out. So yeah, when I get back from my hair appointment, I am gonna work on the rest of the camel. Probably work on some more washes in here and try and get those done. So, but I at least wanted to say hello to everybody. These are feathers, not leaves. What? Those are leaves. Those are leaves, Ange. I think it's a leaf, so it's my personal opinion that matters. So yeah. All right, so I don't know who else is streaming today. I don't know. If I get back from my hair appointment and no one's streaming, I can get back on until Ange is ready. If you guys want that. So, yeah. Because I still have this whole book to do washes in too. Yeah. Haven't even thought about that book yet. So, the previous page. What previous page? What are feathers? What are you talking about? What? Not that. What page? I don't know what page. What page are you guys talking about? Okay, Barb is at 2. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, if you want me to get on at like, 3 or 4, I don't know what page you're talking about, Ange. I don't know what previous page. Feathers. On what? The camel? Wait. Where's the freaking... On the camel? Oh, I know. It's okay, Dazzled. All I did was um, I did a dark blue wash on the train. I'm just doing watercolor washes right now. I did a purple, which you really can't see because of the sun, but it's a really pretty reddish purple on the bird. And I did this last night. And I started on the camel. Oh, Tammy, I would go with the grayscale one if you're going to get that book. Just my opinion. Okay. After the snails. Yeah, what did I say? I said feathers, didn't I? Did I say these were leaves? I'm losing it. I'm sorry. These are feathers. Feathers. Yeah, I thought about Ange when I did this page because there's nothing but butterflies on this page. So I'm thinking the butterflies are going to be reds and purples. Would be my guess. Just a guess right now. So, but yeah, I'm going to work on this more when I get back. So if Barb is done, I don't want to step on her toes. When I get back, like around 3:30 or 4, then I might hop on until Ange is ready to go. So, and like I said, just doing watercolor washes. So, love you too, Ange. Love you too. All right, guys, I gotta hop off and get dressed and head out. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday afternoon, and I will probably see you again very soon. And those of you on YouTube, thanks for watching.